I think the first thing I noticed was how competitive everybody was, how committed they were, how competitive they were. Just a lot of excitement to be able to represent our province. Everybody on the roster came from different corners of the province, represented different zones. And, the team that they picked, was a great so-called team that they put together. It wasn't a bunch of superstars. It was a bunch of kids that were committed and competitive.
I do remember, the coaching staff and the people that were involved in kind of pulling us together and providing some guidance and direction. And man, they brainwashed us, I want to say, because they made us feel like we were 8 feet tall and indestructible. Like we could win, and it didn't matter who was playing on any of the other teams.
We went undefeated, but I don't think we ever grew overconfident. I think our confidence grew to the right level. We never took anything for granted, but the belief grew over time. Coming to the tournament when you don't play these other provinces, it wasn't in the era where you could go and watch them on YouTube or through social media. But from game one, as we won, and then when we tied Ontario, I think the belief grew, and I think we knew we knew that we were playing the right way.
Again, we just started to, shift by shift, probably surprised ourselves a little bit. And I think, again, we just built confidence as time went on. Nobody had any, we didn't come into the tournament going, geez, we're a shoo-in to win this thing. Like, not a chance.
Everybody recognizes Saskatchewan hockey players as some of the toughest and the most resilient and some of the best all-around hockey players in the world. And I think it really showed, the rest of the world what we can put together and how we can compete with just our small population.
I kind of say today that we were a bunch of misfits that were put together that really had no business getting anywhere near the gold medal game, but found a way to sneak out a win. You come up against a big obstacle like Alberta, and you give yourself an opportunity anyways. So, that might have been the key for us was, we just bought in and got under their skin a little bit, and I'm sure they love talking about losing to Saskatchewan in the gold medal game. I'm sure they, get together for coffee and a beer and talk about it.
The Canada Winter Games, showcasing the nation's young talents, witnessed an extraordinary upset in 1995. Team Saskatchewan male under-17 triumphed over incredible odds at the competition hosted in Grande Prairie, Alberta. Team Saskatchewan started off the national tournament 2-0, defeating Nova Scotia and Manitoba. Their greatest test in the round robin came against Team Ontario, where Saskatchewan came out with a 3-3 tie. After a convincing 9-3 win in their final round robin contest over Newfoundland and Labrador, Saskatchewan was the only undefeated team. Even though Saskatchewan was the first seed, they still would be considered an underdog through the medal round. The journey to the gold medal final included upsetting Team Quebec 3-1 in the semifinal before facing the host Team Alberta. Saskatchewan was victorious 3-1 over their prairie rival to secure its first ever medal in boys hockey at the Canada Winter Games. Since their CWG debut in 1979, Team Saskatchewan's achievement also stands as the province's lone gold medal in hockey at the quadrennial tournament and one of the biggest upsets ever in boys hockey at the event. While the then 15-year-old prodigious forward Patrick Marleau showed his future potential with the goal as well as an assist on Donnie Kinney's game-winning goal in the gold medal final, it was a collective team effort that led Saskatchewan to an undefeated record of 5-0-1 at the national competition. Additionally, Marleau's NHL career would not be the only one to come out of this Team Saskatchewan. A dozen players would go on to be drafted by NHL teams, and 3 other future NHLers would emerge alongside Marleau, including fellow SHHOF player inductee Corey Sarich, as well as Cam Severson and Joey Tedorenko. Additionally, at the helm of the 1995 squad were coaches Darryl Baumgartner and Ross Mahoney, who both went on to help the Washington Capitals capture the 2018 Stanley Cup as staff. Collectively, the 1995 team exemplified the power of teamwork, belief, and unwavering commitment. Their performance instilled in subsequent athletes and teams the unshakable belief that they can overcome any challenge, and demonstrated that Saskatchewan is a force to be reckoned with in hockey, boasting a collective determination that can rival any opponent. Team Saskatchewan not only achieved an extraordinary CWG victory to become national champions, but also nurtured a group of players and staff that made an impact in the sport. For this, the group will be forever enshrined in the Saskatchewan Hockey Hall of Fame under the team category.